Shalom. Shalom, Yisraelim. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, and it's a quick lesson. I don't know what fully the title I'm going to put for this, but it might be along the lines of, the MOTB is inevitable, man. Right? The MOTB is inevitable, or it might change. We'll see. You'll know by the time it go up. Because, we're going to get into pretty much the hot topic of the week, as far as Silicon Valley. And this is on End Time Headline News, right? It's kind of like a Christian news news what's the thing? It's not a news article, but it's not a channel either, but it's called End Time Headlines. You can look it up. You can also download it on your phone. That's why you see Mark of the Beast on here, as you can see. But let me read. It says, Silicon Valley is prepping us for the coming mark of the beast, right? MOTB, Neuralink, that's their goal, man, to bring forth this digital system. Now, the digital system itself is not the MOTB, but the chip, that is the MOTB, man, right? I'm going to read. It says opinion. It says, according to a report from Politico magazine, Silicon Valley leaders are openly forecasting a future in which computer chips implanted in humans' brains become commonplace, framing it as an inevitable step for humanity's survival in an age of an advanced artificial intelligence, aka AI, right? Right, so they're letting be known that this is going to be inevitable, right? This digital system will come. They will try to put a chip in you, whether it's going to be in your hand or your forehead. All right, now in the forehead is going to be that the Neuralink, right? It's going to perform miracles. That it's going to get to the point to where if you ain't getting it, you're going to be the one that's looking crazy, which is fine. For us that's in there, we want to look crazy. We don't want to look, pleasing in the sight of a whole bunch of wicked ass niggas. We want to look pleasing onto Yahweh Bashem Shai. Reed says, speaking at TED 2026 in Vancouver last month, D. Scott Phoenix, a venture capitalist and former founder of the AI company Vicarious, told the audience that resistance to neural integration would eventually fade. Someone you work with will get it first, and you'll hold out for a while the way you did with smartphone. But eventually you won't, Phoenix said. The advantages of integration will be hard to compete with. He added bluntly, we're on the cusp of the next major transition, the merger of humans and AI, right? So, like I said, it's going to happen slowly. Like I said, he is going to first start with your coworker, and then once it start with your coworker, before you see everything is cool, before you know it, it's going to trickle on to more coworkers, and then it's going to get to you, right? Like I said, it's going to be just like you did with smartphones, man. And I remember a brother made this point. I forgot who, but I remember a brother made this phone. It's like trying to use a flip phone in today's society, man. This is just not going to work. And that's pretty much what's going to be coming, right? If you don't get this MOTB, this Neuralink, right? If you're not on board with this digital system, then you are going to get left behind because you're not going to be able to function in society, man. Right? Because hell, it's already to the point now, you have to have a card, if not Apple Pay, right? Because not everybody is taking cash, man. There's certain establishments that's not taking cash anymore. They be like, oh, I'm sorry, we only do this. There's certain establishments that are like that. Only digital, only paying online, doing your bills online. Forget about, they're already doing away with the coins. Oh, we're running out of coins. They're doing away with pennies, nickels, things of that nature. Right? So these things are slowly but surely happening right before your eyes, and you have been warned not to take this MOTB, which is the microchip, right? Which is the microchip, man, that goes on your right hand, or your forehead, which is also will go, as far as the forehead will go, the Neuralink. So if you take these, matter of fact, I'm saying that like I ain't got the scripture right here. Let me go ahead and get it. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, the chip, Neuralink, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Exactly. So you're not going to be able to pretty much function in society if you don't have these things, because as they're saying, we're in transition to, as it said, what's it right here, the merger of humans and AI. That we're in that transition, right? You finna have to start opening everything with your hand. It's already happening. It's already going crazy in Sweden. Damn near everybody over there got an MOTB, got the chip. Just going crazy with the whole beep, using that. Open your door. Open. I think I've seen one where you could lock your You can unlock your cabinets with your hand. Hell, so it's, paying with your hand is gonna be normal. Hell, there's some establishment you don't even have to have an MOTB. You could just wave your hand out like, or I've never seen it, but I've heard it from brothers where you could wave your hand across like a scanner and it's like it'll scan you or something like that, right? So this is something that is going to happen. It's inevitable. Literally, it said at the beginning. Let me see where it said it at. All right. It is an inevitable step for humanity's survival. That's the way they see it. So this digital system must come. We must merge with AI. That's what Esau is pretty much thinking, man. And we already know that this was coming. So this really is no surprise. But if anything, it should bring you joy, because that's another step closer to Yahushua coming back. But let's go ahead and read on. It says, this transhumanist outlook echoes sentiments long circulating in tech circles. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has described a merge as a potential best case scenario against super intelligent AI, while investor Peter Thiel champions transhumanism. Yet, the implantable brain-computer interface technology remains in early stages, with current applications largely medical. Neuralink's first human patient, Nolan Arbach, who is paraplegic. You're gonna make how the MOTB is gonna make the paraplegic walk. So it's gonna perform miracles, right? It's gonna perform miracles, man. This is gonna be like, why wouldn't I get this? I'm able to walk. So reading says, can now control a computer with his thoughts, and the company continues human trials. Vast sums are pouring into the sector. The brain-computer interface market, now around $350 million, is projected to hit $1.2 billion by 2035. Lord willing, we ain't gonna stay there that long. Let's be honest. Lord willing. It says, while the broader neurotechnology field could reach $52 billion by 2032, wearable devices already harvest valuable neural data for everything from targeted advertising to behavioral insights. Let me see if there's more on there, because it really kind of mainly just got the main point already. Oh, okay, now that's really about it. But you get the point, man. We are living in those times of the MOTB, bro. Right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry." Right? So even though it seems like it's taking a minute for all this to get, made mandatory, the MOTB, just continue to remain patient because Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai are moving. Right? And if you're not paying attention, man, you can easily get left behind, man. It's getting to the point to where the carnal eye is seeing that, like, yeah, this is the MOTB. You got people that are, it's like you. You got some people. I think the El Paso Tahar was about to go into. I didn't really fully watch it, but even some sellouts are even admitting the MOTB is the market, is the chip. So we're living in some very interesting times, and all I ask is that it speeds up even more, as y'all brothers should will. Lord willing, I can try to start getting into more articles sooner. Lord willing, but we'll see what what the Spirit of the Lord puts on me, what He permits. But anyways, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yeshurun.